I am speaking to you from the Cabinet Room at 10 Downing Street. This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
Initial ideas when starting a community theatre company was to create projects that would celebrate good human morale, unite communities and educate our audiences, hence the name of the company, C.U.E. We explored ideas from mental health to women's rights. We finally decided to base our project on the Second World War, as we concluded it is a relevant point in history that we thought deserved to be recognised and celebrated in a more proactive way other than the walls of a classroom. The home front is also an amazing credit to our uniting community and is the epitome of the message we are trying to put out to our audiences.
We're talking about three main ideas that we had for a community project. Is everyone okay with choosing a final one too? Thank you. So we had the women's shelters or women's rights one, where it was using the ideas of women, wasn't it?
Yeah, because statistics were saying that women's playwriting in theatre, there's only like 17%.
Yeah.
So the problem with that, as we spoke about, is that it doesn't really give us a lot to work with. It's not really community based. It's just a couple issues there.
I think as well with that one, it was like there'd be a lot of like legal issues you need to get around as well. For example, there's a lot of women who might be under witness protection in these shelters and difficult.
Men as well as men, like
yeah,
whether or not men would actually.
Yeah, definitely. The other one that we had there was the mental health awareness one, which is sort of like a comic relief showing the lighter sides of mental health issues and stuff. What do you guys think of that one?
Was very good actually.
Okay, and the last one was World War II, which are like the wartime kind of promenades, community-based thing.
Yeah, I think that's a strong side here.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
The book back to history, the fact it's 7 years title, in 2015, maybe 17 years of C.U.E Day.
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
And there seems to be a lot of history around the area.
Yeah, definitely. So we have to go that one, yeah?
Yeah.
Woo!
Good. Right, so me and Hannah, we've been going through all the museums around Edinburgh this last week, which was quite good.
Really fun.
We
we learned a lot as well.
Yeah. We went to the People's Museum.
Yeah, so
Museum.
video there, Childhood Museum, we got to see a lot of toys.
Yeah. Basically, the video from the People's Museum was saying that during the war, Edinburgh and the areas around it all got together and have social events like social dancing and other kind of events like that. So
like sports days and stuff as well, yeah.
So we could incorporate that into our performance, like at the evening event, get all the community together, do period dancing from the war, stuff like that.
Yeah. We also got to have a look, when we went to the City Arts Centre, we got to have a look at the Renaissance boxes, which was really interesting. They had like all the bits in them, they had like a camera, they had like sheets of paper that had questions on them for the kids and for like older people, and it had like a teacher's pack as well, which was really, really interesting. So you can go through it with a small group of kids and ask them questions about each of the items that they see, and it's really good if the teachers want to use it later on, like for educational purposes. It's really interesting.
We also looked at the locations as well.
Well, the first one we looked at was Town Hall, which is obviously really it's used a lot by the community now, as it is. It'd be great to have the evening performance there as well, and also arts and crafts during the day with kids.
Portobello Town Hall, there you go.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowin' reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him.
So here is location number 2.
The next one was the Bingo Hall, which was a cinema in 1939, opened that year. It's obviously now a Bingo Hall and looks at the time, but you can put up a screen there and it's still easy enough to sit and have it look like a cinema.
Okay, here we go. Right, let's move on to location number 3.
They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie.
And the third location we looked at was the promenade, because that's got, during the war that was used a lot for dances. It was used for kids having fun days and stuff there, and it'd be a great place to have Punch and Judy show.
Okay, promenade.
The company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
As with the promenade, we're going to have to look into the health and safety, just because it is so close to the beach.
There's a dance company that do dance classes in the style from World War II, so jives and jitterbugs and all that kind of stuff. And they provide costume and makeup and stuff, so they can dress up and stuff. Obviously we can't use the makeup because of kids' allergies. But the dance class is 60 to 90 minutes, so that'll be part of their kind of daily exercise. And then it's maybe something that they could perform later on for the evening event.
Do you want to see what we're doing for the day?
I do want to see what you're doing for the day. Here you go.
So everyone ready? Remember. Okay. So all the kids are meeting in Town Hall, which is the vibe of this chair. Everybody's getting an introduction, and they're split into their 3 groups. Stefan, you take 10 kids. Lois, you take 10 kids. Kat, take 10 kids, along with their teachers. Air siren goes off. And everyone moves to their first location. So, in the Town Hall we have arts and crafts. Woo! So kids get to make their own evacuation box, and we get to go through the reminiscence boxes, and it's great fun. Then after half an hour or so, air siren goes off. Everyone moves around in a clockwise location, looking both ways across the road. And next we have the bingo hall. We've got the cinema. So we're showing a film in black and white.
That we play.
Yeah, Cat's the main part. Yeah. Air siren goes off. Round in the clockwise, looking both ways across the road. Punch and Judy. So where are we now?
Punch and Judy.
On the promenade.
On the promenade.
And, so we're making our own Punch and Judy stand, and they're going to have a great time. And if we've got time, we're going to do some more time games, and it'll be really good fun. Right, air siren goes off. It's lunchtime. Yay! Everyone's back at the town hall with their sandwiches and their packed lunch. Then in the afternoon, dance workshop. Yay! Everyone learns how to dance and puts their bosh
Like they did before.
Yeah, and it's really good fun. And then the kids get to go home for the day. Yay!
Yep.
Then everyone comes back with their mums, their dads, their grannies, their grandmas, their aunties, their uncles, their dogs, their cats.
Maybe not dogs and cats.
The evening dance.
In the evening, the whole community will be invited to a wartime style dance in the town hall.
As we found out during our research, throughout the war the government organised several events in order to keep up morale on the home front and instil a sense of community. We wanted to incorporate this into our project and felt a dance was a fun and educational way to do this. We would include music from the time and provide refreshments to the audience. They would also be invited to bring along their own wartime-themed party piece, whether it be a dance, a song, or stories from family members who were alive at the time. Tickets to the event would cost £5, with all the proceeds going back into our company for future events.
In today's ever-evolving marketing world, it's vital that we kept up to date with social media. So for this, we made a Twitter account for our project, which would help us get our message out there and let people know what we're doing, when we're doing it, and where we're doing it. And also lets us connect with other businesses in Portobello or whatever, and lets everybody know exactly when and when we're going to do things. And another thing we would do marketing-wise would be we would place posters around Portobello in a World War II propaganda style that would be eye-catching and allow people to see a message in our project. Another final marketing tool we'd use would have an actor dressed in a World War II uniform and have them go about schools and retirement homes and the like to help promote and have people entertained and interested in what we're going to actually do.
So, thinking about the budget, well, obviously you have to think of a few things we have to pay for. The first one being hiring the venues. So obviously we're going to have to hire the town hall, the bingo hall, and then obviously you don't have to hire the promenade. But if we're thinking about doing Punch and Judy, then we'll need to think about getting the set for that, and obviously the puppets, and whether we're going to hire actors who do it professionally to bring them in and do that, or whether we're going to have to do that ourselves. Then we're thinking about decorating the venue, so in keeping with the World War II theme. So getting in decorations, like chairs, maybe kind of posters on the walls and things like that, so it kind of keeps it in with the time period. Food and drink, specifically for the evening event, because we won't be providing it during for the day event. We have found a company called Peacebox, who will do kind of like snacks and nibbles and kind of finger food. They'll do that for £4 per head. So that means everyone can kind of get fed for the evening event. And then drinks, obviously have to get the licensing for that to find out if we've got licensing to serve alcoholic drinks. Music and entertainment, we're going to look to see if the company we were talking about earlier, the Fly Right Dance Company, can come in and maybe do a couple of performances for us, and see if we can get it in with the price of that. And hiring a local band, because we do want to keep it local. We're hiring a local band to play some music specifically in keeping with the time period, and then obviously maybe songs from the time, like a bit of New Orleans or something. Then the cost to get disclosed, like Kat was saying earlier, that's going to cost us £40 each. So we'll obviously have to get that done, otherwise nothing can actually go ahead. The Fly Right Dance Company, as we said earlier, will cost us £450 for the entire day. And then, luckily for us, the nostalgia boxes or the reminiscence boxes from the Childhood Museum will be free.
In conclusion, the theory behind our company is a healthy, productive way to unite a community and reflecting on the way people come together, particularly in the times of peril, and also giving an insight to knowledge that is not as articulated in education as we believe it deserves.
Again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds